Welcome to my studio. Hello friends, welcome to my studio, where we celebrate the makers of homegrown music. There's more of us than you think. This week we go to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where two artists combine gospel and hip-hop. That makes a whole lot of sense. So please welcome DaMarra Chanel and Aaron Wells, also known as New Typa Money.
It's just different.
Woo! Yeah!
DaMarra, how are you today? Doing pretty good?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. How'd you get started in music?
So I got started with music in the church. I grew up in the church. I started when I was 4 years old in my church youth choir. And so one day I had a solo and they found out, I had this big voice coming from this little body, and it's just been, on ever since. And just, I started singing at different events, and then other people heard me there, and it was just like a snowball effect began to, with me just singing at different places and getting my name out there.
Did you feel it right off as part of your ministry, even at that young age?
I would say no, not that young. I think I realized when I sing, it does affect other people and people are liking what they hear. But at that young, I didn't see it as ministry yet. I think once I got about probably, I would say like 8 years old, that's when I was like, okay, I really want to do this. And I like how, people were saying, you're so anointed, or when you sang, I just really felt that, or it helped me get through this part in my life and things like that. So when I started to hear, that at like 8 years old, I was like, okay, I want to keep doing this.
Wow, that's sweet. So let's talk a little bit about Rainfall.
I had listened to a beat. It's like this guitar funk type of beat on YouTube, and I was like, I want to do a song, to that beat. So I brought that to the attention of my friend here, Mr. Aaron Wells, also known as New Typa Money. And so with that song, talks about like going through a storm and that, it's gonna get better. You just gotta stay steadfast and just stay hopeful while you're going through your storm and your trials. And so with that, I already had the chorus like pre-written. It was just something that I just had sitting for a while. And so once we got together, gave him the beat, put down my part, and then him and then our friend Eric Bex, he's also on the track. You'll hear him on one of the verses. And so we just all came together. I think we said we put it together in like, a day? Yeah. And wow. There we go.
Stuck in this rain for a long, long time. I'm trying to stay true and I don't know how. But I know I'll make it out these messed up clouds. Because of you, I can see clearly now. Stuck in this rain for a long, long time. I'm trying to stay true and I don't know how. But I know I'll make it out these messed up clouds. Because of you, I can see clearly now. Through the rainfall.
Before the storm, and then the rain finally came. Wind started blowing and it formed a hurricane. The weatherman didn't want us, we would go through this much rain. So I didn't bring my umbrella, I got soaked, man, what a shame. I done been through so much last 2 years, man, it been shady. If it weren't for the Lord on my side, I would've went crazy. But because I had the Lord on my side, then none of that fazed me. And that weapon might have formed, but it didn't prosper and it didn't graze me.
For a long, long time. I'm trying to stay true and I don't know how. But I know I'll make it out these messed up clouds. Because of you, I can see clearly
the pain had me lost, now I'm found. Yes. Where the rain kept on pouring, my God held me down. When they laughed at my struggle, they laughed at his child.
Stuck in this rain for a long, long time. I'm trying to stay true and I don't know how. But I know I'll make it out these messed up clouds. Because of you, I can see clearly now. Stuck in this rain for a long, long time. I'm trying to stay true and I don't know how. But I know I'll make it out these messed up clouds. Because of you, I can see clearly now. Through the rainfall, through the rainfall. See, baby, they'll try to tell you all kind of things to make you give up, self-destruct, and throw in the towel. But just realize that your life lies in the palm of his hands. Oh yeah, yeah. You can get through the storm. You can get through the rain. You got this. Just trust and believe. Yeah, you got this. Been stuck in this rain for a long, long time. I'm trying to stay true and I don't know how. But I know I'll make it out these messed up clouds. Because of you, I can see clearly now. Stuck in this rain for a long, long time. I'm trying to stay true and I don't know how. But I know I'll make it out these messed up clouds. Because of you, I can see clearly now. Through the rainfall, through the rainfall.
That's awesome. What is the inspiration for your music? For what inspires you to put this down on pen and paper and then to record it in voice?
Life is what inspires my writing. Just going through different trials. It's helped me to be able to just express myself. And then on the flip side, like, other people are able to relate to it. Other people are able to be inspired by it, and be encouraged that they can overcome whatever they're going through. So, as I go through my trials in life, I'm writing them out and, hoping that other people can benefit from it as well.
I think that's cool. And Aaron, you said you engineered. Let's talk a little bit about your contribution to Rainfall.
Yeah, I actually engineered the song, and I was on the first verse, and man, it was just a fun track, especially because like, everyone on the song actually kind of went through a similar storm, so it just like gave that opportunity to just release it. Like, my process is kind of different than most. Like, I don't write, so I just kind of just lose myself in the music and just float, so it definitely was therapeutic to me. That song, that verse was needed, that song, and just so many people have reached out and just like, how they were touched and, moved by the song. Like, people be like, I listen to that song every day, so it's definitely an encouraging and inspirational song.
Wow, that's cool, man. Let's talk a little bit about the home studio and what's that meant for you as a creator, as an artist. What's that like to have a home studio close by to work with?
So I know for me, it just makes it easier to be able to, as soon as something comes to your mind, you can just go right into the studio and do it. You don't have to wait and like schedule the time. And so, like, I know I sometimes, put my stuff down in GarageBand just to like hurry up and record it so I don't forget it. But to have like close friends who have their own home studios, it just makes it easier and have easy access to hurry up and to record. And then also, just to, I feel like, be more creative. It's not like a rush process because, we gotta, get this done in this amount of time, so it just makes it a more, I feel like, freeing process.
How important is it to you to create and to make music?
It's very important to me. Like, I've been doing this, like I said, ever since I was like 4 years old. So it's my release. It's one of the ways I express myself. And then, like I said, I'm encouraging others, I'm empowering others. And so it is my ministry as well. And so it's very important to me.
And you say you have a book coming out that's going to marry up with some of your thoughts and music, right?
Yes. So by the end of the year, I'm hoping to have the book and my CD done, and they'll be released at the same time because they correlate with each other. And so the title of the book is I Never Lost My Song. And so I came up with that title because I was, in therapy after losing my father and then also going through a divorce. And the therapist, she said, you lost your song. And she said that because, I had stopped writing, I stopped recording for a while. I just was honestly in a depression for a little bit. And so with making the title, I Never Lost My Song, was just me declaring that I've overcome that. I still have my song. I'm still going to move forward in life and walk in purpose. And so that's I Never Lost My Song.
I love that. The next song, what was the second song you were going to do?
So that was Soul Healing.
Yeah, talk to me about that a little bit. And that was Aaron as well, right?
Yes, so Aaron's on there as well. I'll let him talk about Soul Healing. Soul
Healing will actually be on my up-and-coming album called From Pain to Purpose. And that's kind of the season that I'm in right now. I think we're all in, just walking in purpose and just, embracing the process regardless of how it looks. And, Soul Healing is actually a song in which you don't know what I'm feeling. Your process may be different. In life, we all have different paths. We all have different processes. We all see life different, experience life different. And it's just embracing your process rather than getting caught up on what the next person is doing or how they're doing it or what success looks like on the next person. Like, you have to realize that it's a personal life, it's a personal journey, and just, continue to go within yourself. And that's where God is, that's where Christ is, and just embrace your process to walk in your purpose, because we all have a divine purpose.
Like I said, you guys are way above a lot of people in my generation, for sure.
Yeah. I say I need healing for my soul. Okay, I'm here to send an urgent message. They say that nobody's perfect, but that's a misconception. Cause you can be perfected, not in the physical, but spiritually if you accept it. There is a such thing as perfection. Hey, check it. I'm trying to open up some eyes and change some folks' perceptions. We all got our own journeys with our own objectives. I'm just a vessel spreading truth, but many reject it. They sleeping on it like they narcoleptic. You catch it. One thing I learned is we all got our own demons. A lot of times we want the right things for the wrong reasons. Cause a lot of times instead of humans doing it for themselves, we do things to get validation from somebody else. And everybody won't admit it, but if we be honest, at some point in our lives we were all self-conscious. We all got room to improve, let's all be more conscious. Question is, how bad do you want it?
You don't know what I'm feeling. Your process may be different. My soul needs healing. I need healing for my soul. You don't know what I'm feeling. Your process may be different. My soul needs healing. I need healing for my soul.
Okay, I don't know about you, but I need to be cleansed. That's why every day I have to leave this world and tap in. I never played the race card, cause it cannot help me win. I can't lose, man, my savior, he was trapped in my skin. I heard greater was within me, therefore I went within. Stop looking outside myself, then it began to make sense. I try to stay the straight and narrow, but sometimes it depends on the way that I feel. I'm just keeping it real. I probably miss the mark daily, I'm just keeping it real. I won't hide none from y'all, cause I can't hide it from him. A couple months ago, the opposition had me down. I was stressing daily, chain smoking, black and mouse. Had to recalculate, repent, and change my noun. That's my people, places, and things, and then things turned around. I had to isolate myself, get some self-control. Tapped in my energy and got healing for my soul.
Don't know what I'm feeling. Your process may be different. My soul needs healing. I need healing for my soul. Don't know what I'm feeling. Your process may be different. My soul needs healing. I need healing for my soul. I never thought I would be here, hurt and broken, confused. And everything I ever knew turned out to not be true. I know he has a plan for me, and soon it will be revealed. But in the meantime, he's taking his time, and now I know it's real. Don't know what I'm feeling. Your process may be different. My soul needs healing. I need healing for my soul. Don't know what I'm feeling. Your process may be different. My soul needs healing. I need healing for my soul.
What do you hope people take away from your music?
So I hope people are just empowered, and they feel like that they can overcome, honestly, and that they are able to relate to my music because, you know, they may have gone through similar things, but it's just helped them to know that, you know, they can overcome whatever they're going through. So yeah, that's really what I hope my music does for people.
Tell me what else you got going on, DaMarra.
Okay. All right. So I do have a new website, and that's www.DaMarraChanel.com. And so on that website, you can just stay updated with me, like where I'm performing, new music coming out. I also have a blog on there. So yeah, so that's with the website. You can also find me on Instagram at DaMarra Chanel. I'm on Facebook, DaMarra Chanel. So yeah, those are the platforms you can find me on. And then with Mr. Aaron Wells, also known as New Typa Money.
On everything, IG, Facebook, YouTube is pretty much at NEWTYPAMONEY, New Typa Money.
And what inspired you? How'd you get started in music, and what's your inspiration?
Oh man, ever since I can remember, the last project I dropped the EP called I Am His Story. And on that project, it's a picture of me and my mom, and at the bottom it says 10 months old. And I had, she had me in the stroller, and I had earphones on my head. And just ever since I can remember, my mom telling me a story about, like, even at like early as 3 to 5 months, I would cry. And the only way they would get me to shut up was to put the headphones on my head and let me listen to music. So I grew up listening to, you know, Al Green and Marvin Gaye and the Isley Brothers, and just, you know, real soulful and funk music, you know. So like, even before, I'm gonna say before I actually started rapping and singing, I was a writer. And I say a writer is like, I wrote like short stories and used to like win contests in first grade and second grade for short stories. So it's like, I'm just an all-around creative person, you know? Like a lot of people say they do music, like I think I am music.
I co-sign to that.
You ever expect to quit playing or anything like that? I don't imagine that.
No, and family and friends, they're not gonna let me. So I definitely don't plan on quitting.
Well, thank you so much, DaMarra, and Aaron, both. Yeah, thank you both so much for being on the show. And
thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. And I hope we can get a lot of ears on your message. I really do.
Thank you.
Aren't those two great? They give me hope for sure. If you'd like to show off your home studio, email us here at wtms.fridays.8pm@gmail.com. And that's a wrap on episode 8. Thanks so much to everyone who joined us. Next week, we go back to Europe and hear an amazing artist that you won't want to miss. Can't wait. See you then. But until then, welcome to my studio.